Breach here, breach there, breaches everywhere. Millions of cybersecurity professionals needed. Are you ready to step up? Let's talk cybersecurity careers today on Explore Cybersecurity. With great power comes great responsibility. Organizations are clamoring for cyber professionals that can help them operate in a more secure manner. There are opportunities in the private and public sector, and government jobs abound. So what are you looking for? Do you know what you are looking for? Hopefully you are researching to see what interests you the most, and that's why you are here. I'm incredibly excited to give you an overview of how to start a career in cybersecurity because the possibilities are endless. I have 11 years experience in the business, and I have a unique perspective by working through extremely technical, hands-on roles, being fed with a fire hose, to managing people, strategy, processes, and policies. Hopefully my perspective adds color and excitement to your search for a career that I think is absolutely fulfilling, constantly challenging, and intriguing every single day. So without further ado, let's jump in. Here are some backgrounds that have a leg up, simply because of the nature of cybersecurity, looking at the entire business landscape, especially when it comes to technology. IT systems in general, or IT systems administration. There is a difference. Data networking, think Cisco, routers, firewalls, etc. Code application development. This includes software development, DevOps, the whole pipeline, and knowing what to look for in code. And those are just to name a few. But what if you don't have any of those backgrounds? Are you in for years of research, certification, or education in order to start in the field? The good news here, because of the critical need for people in the cybersecurity profession, absolutely not. I believe if you have the following characteristics and work ethic, these can outweigh experience and provide a more human directive towards a company's needs. 1. Curiosity to constantly dig deeper, an investigator personality. 2. Desire to break things apart and see how they work. 3. Enthusiasm to learn and follow mentors in the field. By the way, a mentor could be someone that has 1 year experience or 10 years. 4. Eye for detail. 5. Follows processes. 6. Good documentation skill. And 7. Best to have. Biggest one for last. Communicate better than anyone else and be the liaison with technical knowledge and relate it to any other person, no matter what part of the organization they work in. This is a critical business need and very functional for actually completing the security initiatives that are needed. And here are the best steps to follow in order to do that. 1. Obtain skills in some field, especially one of the ones I've listed, or just find an entry-level SOC, Security Operations Center job, reviewing logs or getting in just to be around the professionals with experience you can learn from. 2. Network with others. It's who you know a lot, not necessarily what you know, and I've seen this play out multiple times. 3. Study up. Become educated. Utilize resources like Cybrary, Pluralsight, CBT Nuggets, or Twitter and YouTube with leaders in the InfoSec field. 4. Legitimize your education with certifications like Network Plus, Security Plus, CASP, CEH, CISSP, or others. Or a degree like a bachelor's or even further a master's. But there are pros and cons to both of these. Since they don't indicate experience, they indicate a base of knowledge. 5. What initiative do you have to learn on your own? What does your home lab look like? What sources of information help you keep up with what's going on in cybersecurity? Twitter, blogs, security thought leaders, for instance. 6. Get to know how your current organization's cybersecurity team works, or do you need to search for a dedicated cybersecurity tool, team, or company in order to get in the door? 7. Practice analysis skills. How do you practice analysis? Follow a course, see another video on certs, Or look at large sets of data and figure out how to analyze. Pick out the bits that are most important and ask, what are the biggest security problems and how could you fix them? Multiple pieces here, and there's enough here for its own video. In essence, those are the important aspects to consider if you are attempting to enter the cybersecurity profession. I have a few more points beyond what I've said already, and I want to summarize those quickly. There are 3 critical skills for cybersecurity professionals. Successful IT security professionals need more than technical skills. To truly advance in the field, these experts should be 1. Strategists. Cybersecurity professionals should be able to proactively focus on and put in place security measures and controls in a company, while also weighing the consequences of any action, especially when efficiency or employees or clients will be impacted. Advanced security protocols require tactical and strategic evaluations of workflows, dependencies, budgets, and resources. Because new methods to hack information are continually developing, professionals must be a step ahead, learning how threats are realized and attacks succeed in order to also thwart them. 2. Communicators. Management must start to become synonymous with communication. Great communication ensures coordination with various stakeholders, especially while technology touches all parts of any organization. And security professionals must empower users on their own network with training in order to create those lines of defense. 3. Lifelong learners. With the pace of development in all aspects of business, including cybersecurity, you will need to perform ongoing research, training, and probably earn standard certifications. You build technical competence as a lifelong learner, especially to practically resolve complex threats and risks. Finally, to hopefully help kick off the idea of what you might be interested in, I want to make note of certain responsibilities that cybersecurity professionals could possibly perform, especially with the emergence of new threats constantly. Some specific duties might include monitoring security tools, business critical applications, and/or networks for performance and to determine any irregular activity. Or identities are the next frontier of true zero trust networks. Identities are the next frontier of true zero trust networks, and setup and implementation along with maintenance and monitoring of any identity or access is huge. Another one is performance of an audit function, ensuring security practices follow policy. Or deploy protections across endpoints, critical assets, and databases to thwart malicious access and corruption. Another one is vulnerability management in any form, but especially analysis and identification of the highest risk vulnerabilities is critical for the business to be protected, at least from the most egregious threats. Another is set up DR or BC, that's disaster recovery or business continuity plans. Another is work with branding, marketing, or HR to train employees on identification of security incidents, especially phishing or other suspicious activity. Now, let me know if this was helpful to you, and if you have any questions on the items I spoke about, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for joining me, and let's continue to explore cybersecurity.